Commodity TV live here from the PDAC 2023 in Toronto, and we are here now diving into the Athabasca Basin and uranium space, I would call it. And with us is Jordan Trimble, the CEO and President of Skyharbour Resources. Hi, Jordan.
Hey, how you doing?
Long time no see.
It has been, yeah. Good to see you again.
Yeah, great. How's the show so far?
It's been good. Yeah, been busy. We've had lots of traffic by the booth. I've been kind of in and out with some meetings, but first official March PDAC back since COVID, so it's good to be here in person, and a couple more days left.
Cool. So you are active in the uranium hotspot on the world, I would say, the Athabasca Basin here in Canada, where you develop one project on your own, but you are also a prospect generator. So maybe we start with the Moore project. Could you give us an insight in this project?
Sure. So we've actually got two co-flagship projects now. So Moore Lake, which is the asset that we've been advancing, we've been drilling for better part of the last 6 years. We've had a lot of success there, in particular in recent years, drilling a little bit deeper into the underlying basement rocks. But we've had grades as high as 21% U3O8 over a meter and a half. That was within 6 meters of 6%. Again, more recently, we've been intersecting some high grade in the underlying basement rocks. It was a project that's created a lot of value for the company, and we do have plans to continue drilling there later this year. But the focus right now for us is at our recently optioned Russell Lake project, which is actually adjacent to Moore Lake. Collectively, the two projects represent about 110,000 hectares of property between the McArthur River mines, the richest, largest uranium deposit in the world, operated by Cameco, the Key Lake Mill, which is just to the south. In fact, the road that services McArthur River runs through Russell Lake, and there's power lines there and an exploration camp. So we've just commenced a 10,000 meter drill program, our first drill program since optioning this project from Rio Tinto. Rio Tinto is now a large shareholder of Skyharbour, and we think we can go in there here and we can unlock value at the project through this large drill program and additional drilling as well. There's some historical high-grade multi-percent U3O8 in previous drill holes, but there wasn't a lot of systematic follow-up drilling some of these higher grade intercepts at Russell Lake. So initially we're going in to tighten up some of the spacing at the project, but it's a big property, there's lots of targets, so this drill program is going to provide us with lots of news flow and catalysts over the coming months, and that's what a lot of investors are looking out for here. Oh,
sounds great. Okay, so then on the other side you're a prospect generator. So what is this model all about, and what are the most important projects and partners?
Yeah, so in addition to being a high-grade discovery and exploration story at our more advanced stage exploration assets like Russell and Moore, we have 16 other projects that we've either optioned or joint ventured out, or we're looking to bring partners in on. Collectively, these 18 projects represent one of the largest land holdings of any company in northern Saskatchewan in the Athabasca Basin, well over 460,000 hectares.
Wow.
So we've now consummated, we've brought in 7 partner companies across these several of these projects. 2 of them are joint ventures, one with Orano at our Preston project, another with ISIN, our East Preston project. ISIN just commenced a multi-thousand meter drill program there, so excited for them to get to work. And we have 5 active earn-in option partners. So these companies are earning in a majority interest in their respective projects that we're optioning to them, and in return they make cash and share payments to Skyharbour on an annual basis. In fact, we're receiving right now, expecting to receive between $1.5 million to $2 million in cash and stock over the next 12 months from these partner companies. But more importantly, these companies fund all of the exploration and development at these projects. So these 5 active earn-in partner companies, again, across several different projects that we have. Most of these companies are going to be actively drilling or exploring this year, which allows us to offer our investors more exposure to multiple programs and projects, and a better chances of new discoveries being made.
Okay, so what would you say would be the most important catalysts for 2023?
So in addition to the 10,000 meters that we're carrying out, that we're funding at Russell Lake, that would that would be the most important as it stands right now. We have, as I mentioned, these partner companies that are going to be drilling this year, and then look out for additional news and option partners, JVs, partners being formed. We're actively negotiating on some of our other 100% owned projects, and keep an eye out for the uranium market. There's been a lot of positive developments with the uranium space, with the nuclear industry. Our share price is traded well with the uranium price. When we see the price moving higher, we see that immediate capital flow into the sector, and as a smaller cap company, we see some pretty significant potential returns as we see that uranium price move higher.
Okay, so 10,000 meter drill program means you need some money. So what's cash in the bank at the moment?
Yeah, so we're fully funded for that 10,000 meters. We have well over 6 million in the treasury right now. As I mentioned, we have another 2 million or so in cash and stock coming in from these option payments from these partner companies. We raised some money last year, and so we're in good shape there. And we're expecting the several years after this next 12 months as well, we'll continue receiving cash and share payments from these option partners as well.
Okay. What other assets, so I mean share packages or something like that, does the company own? So did you get shares? Exactly. As a part of the Prospect Generator business, we hold fairly large equity positions in these partner companies, right? So getting back to the benefits of prospect generation, in addition to getting direct exposure to the projects that we're actively advancing, that we're funding, you're getting exposure to ultimately a minority interest in a project that a partner company is funding, the equity holding that Skyharbour holds in that partner company. And typically we do retain an NSR on the project as well. And so the way that we describe it is we offer multiple shots on goal. Instead of just us drilling at 1 or 2 projects, we're expecting this year 4 or 5 combined drill programs across several projects that will combine for somewhere between 25 to 35,000 meters of combined drilling. So lots of news flow, obviously lots of potential for new discovery. Okay, so you mentioned Rio Tinto is the largest shareholder because of this Russell Lake deal?
They're one of our larger corporate shareholders. Denison Mines as well has been a large strategic and corporate shareholder for better part of the last 6 years. We're in all of the major uranium mining ETFs, including the Global X ETF as well as the Spot ETFs. And then we have a number of larger strategic institutional shareholders as well.
What would you say makes Skyharbour Resources unique in comparison to other uranium developers?
Yeah, it's a great question. The dual-pronged strategy, first and foremost. So again, we offer investors high-grade discovery potential directly at our Russell and Moore Lake projects. And these are advanced stage exploration assets that have had a lot of historical work. They're not grassroots. There's high-grade mineralization at these projects. So we know the geology is there to host a potentially larger, higher-grade deposit. So that's one. And then the second part is the prospect generation. So this dual-pronged strategy that we offer. I'd also say in terms of the amount of drilling collectively we're doing with us and our partner companies, that's quite unique to Skyharbour relative to some of our peers. So just went over some of the shareholders as well. We're cashed up, got some cash flow coming in from the partner companies, and we really have built a lot of optionality with this land package, over 460,000 hectares. We're actively advancing a couple of the projects on our own dollar, but then we bring in these partner companies to advance some of the secondary and tertiary projects.
Okay. Yeah, Jordan, sounds great to me. All the best for 2023 for the drill program, and hopefully the partners will make their own things and get much progress done at the project.
Absolutely, yeah, looking forward. It's going to be an important year for the company.
Super, okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was Commodity TV, and we were here at Skyharbour Resources with CEO and President Jordan Trimble. You heard it, 10,000 meters drill program to come, and other partners are also do a lot of work, and we will get much news here in 2023. So thank you very much, do your own research, check out the company, and bye-bye from Toronto.